Hey everybody, in this video I want to talk to you about how moving overseas will make you rich beyond your wildest beliefs. With that said, let's get on with the video. Hey guys, like the title of the video said, I was thinking about how Thailand is making me an extremely wealthy man, and I wanted to share my secrets of wealth with you and how it made me wealthy. And what I was sitting thinking about it the other day, and I'm shooting all this from the hip. It's non-scripted, so you'll have to forgive me if I kind of, wax and wane on the topic. I was sitting and I was thinking about how I've been back in the States now for about 5 months, and I've been feeling pretty darn stressed over things. And when I say over things, I mean, I've got a couple pieces of property and all of the taxes were coming due, which have just skyrocketed, and there's maintenance on, just mowing, keeping things up. You have cars and car insurance. I like motorcycles, so I've got a motorcycle and I've got motorcycle insurance, maintenance on that. All of these things just add up to a tremendous amount of money. And whenever you are on Social Security or you're on a fixed or limited income, you've worked all your life and you've built up and you've got your home and maybe you've got a rental property or you've got, some other little source of income coming in. But at the rate that inflation is going up here, it's tough and it can become stressful because you're supposed to be leading that relaxing life in your twilight years, and instead it actually becomes more stressful. So whenever I traveled over to Thailand, it opened up a lot of different doors for me. And I hear this about many places in Southeast Asia, be it the Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, Laos, you name it. Any of these other areas over there, it's worth checking into for their cost of living and what the lifestyle's like. And for me, what it actually meant, it wasn't just about the money, but whenever I got over there, I noticed once I got adapted to what was going on, the atmosphere was much more relaxed. And by relaxed, the best way I can think of putting it was, I got up each day and when I got up, I was just trying to decide what I was either going to go do myself, be it a walk, go visit a temple, go explore, go with my girlfriend and us travel to a different part of Thailand to explore, or was I just going to kick around on the farm and just relax, not really do anything, maybe go out for a run, a walk, do a little exercise, and then late in the evening, a bunch of us get together and have a few beers and cook out, outdoors. The atmosphere itself was so far removed from what it is here. Even here, with the cost of things, you have several people over to cook out, or I go with my buddies and go watch, say, some stock car races or something like that. It is not unusual to drop $100 bill in just an evening and going, say, to the stock car races and having a couple beers and a hot dog and driving home. That's how expensive it's got over here. And that kind of knocks the wind out of your sails. It takes the fun out of it, because if you're on a limited budget and then you also know you just got that $1,500 car insurance bill that came in the mail, or you know that you're going to have that electric bill roll in that might be $200 or $300 for your electricity for a month. I mean, it really takes the fun out of it. So I got to thinking about the cost of living when I was over there and the stresses. So as far as it making me rich, what I can see for me as somebody that is, on a limited income is, I can't beat what the environment is or how rich it makes me being over there. So for me, the definition of rich is when I'm over there, I wake up and I don't feel the pressure or the stress of day-to-day life that I feel here. In 5 months that I've been back in the United States, the stress has been tenfold increased above and beyond what it was for me whenever I was over in Thailand. So that makes you extremely rich. So not just from a monetary standpoint, but mentally, and when you're mentally fit, you're going to be more physically fit. I felt like going out and, going for a run or a walk because it was just something to do and it made me feel good and made me relax. Over here, I would have so many things going on or so many pressures that I found it difficult to find an hour to go to the gym or to go out and go to the park and go on a run. I find it difficult to have time sometimes to make these videos, but this is a nice stress reliever for me. And I just enjoy making the videos. It's not for any type of gain. It's to hopefully help you guys see that there are other things out there besides the rat race of the USA. One of the other things I noticed when I was over there was it's more likely for you to feel like everybody looks at everybody on the same level. So over here you have, whenever you're younger, all of the keep up with the Joneses, and I've got to have the big fancy nice car. And over there, I didn't have any of that. And what was amazing about it was I didn't give a shit. I could have cared less if I had some kind of a sports car, or if I had a great big Harley over there, or motorcycle to ride. I was happy to go rent a little scooter, and Tia and I get on it and over in Hua Hin and go down to the beach and walk around on the beach and sit and listen to the waves and have a beer and go on a long walk of an evening. I was excited and happy whenever we would get cleaned up. We'd hop a tuk-tuk and ride down the road to where there was a little amphitheater, and we would meet one of her friends and her husband, who is from Switzerland, and we'd sit and listen to music all evening and, just listen to music, watch people dance, watch people have fun, eat a little bit of food, have a drink, and just enjoy each other's company. And then we'd go back to the condo we were renting and go to bed. And you know what? It was peaceful. I found peace in my heart doing that. It wasn't that I had to go out and jump on a great big expensive motorcycle. I didn't have to go out and get in some $60,000 pickup or car and drive around and flaunt around. I didn't have to dress up and feel like I was out of my character or out of my place. I could wear a t-shirt like this and, pair of pants and my old boots or whatever, or some shorts and tennis shoes. And everybody treated me the same as, actually they probably looked at me more odd if I'd walked in a three-piece suit or in something expensive. So it was just the atmosphere itself enriched me beyond my beliefs. And it enriched me enough to where I'm starting to think more and more, I don't see the point of what's going on over here in the United States. And I don't even really know that I want to be involved with it anymore. I love the USA with all my heart, and I always will. I'll always maintain a home base in the USA. But as far as the quality of life here that I found versus my quality of life I found whenever I was over in Thailand, there's simply no comparison. I know when I talk to a lot of people here, they question about, third world countries and all the things I've covered in some other videos. And I'm telling you guys, it's just a bunch of bullshit. The infrastructure over there is really good. I hear that the cost of living's possibly a little bit cheaper in the Philippines, but they have, depending on where you're at, unless you're in like Cebu City or other places, a lot of brownouts or power outages, that their infrastructure is not quite as good, but it's still not bad, you guys. And whenever you're in a more relaxed environment, it's kind of like, what do you care if there's a power outage for a couple hours? So what? I'm not sitting whenever I'm over in Thailand just glued to a computer or a television. As a matter of fact, I probably wouldn't even know if they had a power outage over there because I'm out walking up and down the walking streets or the boardwalks along the beaches, or I'm going over to where they have I guess the walking streets where the bars and the restaurants are, just people watching and having a drink or maybe a little bit of Thai food. So I don't really care. I probably would never even notice if there was a power outage. I didn't wake up worrying about bills or insurance except the ones that I had to pay up before I left. I had nothing over there. So it got me to thinking, if I do what I hear so many other people do, I can see why they are so happy and why minimalists are very happy people because, you know, as you get older, it's really true, you do get wiser. You don't care about all that stuff. The stuff is just that, it's stuff. It's things you go get, and it's here today, and it's in a junkyard, or it's in the trash later on. And I look at those things, and I think about the past, and I think how many things I felt like were so necessary for me to have, and they weren't necessary at all. It was nothing but a big waste of my money, my time, my effort, and it put a burden, it put a huge monkey on my back for the maintenance, the upkeep, the insurance, and everything else involved in it. Think about it for a minute, and I'm going to kind of sum it up on this part of the video. It's not a very long video, just food for thought this time. How would you feel if you were to wake up each day and you could walk over to the beach and you could grab you a cup of coffee or whatever your morning beverage is, you could walk up and down the beach for a couple hours, then you could go sit in a beach chair, or you could go swim, or you could get on a jet ski, you know, you could go back to your condo, you could get in the pool, you could hang out with some friends, and then of an evening you could go out and listen to some music, and then come home and relax. The next day, make your decision of where you're going to go and what you're going to do. And you didn't have a mailbox full of bills. You didn't have your phone ringing off the hook with people wanting something. You didn't have family members angry at you. You didn't have friends trying to figure out how to get something out of you, be it monetarily or your physical labor. You just didn't have any of that. You just woke up each day, be it by yourself or with your girlfriend over there, and you're just greeted with a smile, a cup of coffee, and what are we going to do today to enjoy ourselves? And I tell you what, for me, it's an absolute no-brainer what direction I'm headed. And I would hope that you guys, that this video will help you, and you'll do a little research, think about some of the places that you would like to explore and visit, and take a look around you guys. Look at the stuff you've got, look at the stuff you've accumulated, and think to yourself, for what? As you get older, what is this for? What is this going to continue to do for you? Are you really happy sitting inside of these 4 sheetrocked walls and watching a television and doing nothing else, or stressing over the bills or stressing over the upkeep of your cars and your motorcycles or your boats or whatever it may be, versus could you just be getting up each day and having your life so simple, it was just a matter of the decision of where do I want to go, what do I want to do, and I can pick and do any damn thing I want to do, and there is nothing to stop me. And I think you might see, whenever you really give this some thought, that you'll see that this is probably one of the smartest things you can throw on the plate to consider. I really hope this video helps you out and gives you food for thought. Sorry I was a little distracted. My phone got a message come through. I forgot to turn it off, so I apologize for that. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please, you know what I always say at some point in it, and I saved it for the end because you guys may not even make it to the end of the video. So please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for me. I really do appreciate it a lot. It helps the channel grow, and I do want it to grow because I want to reach more people. And comment, let me know what your thoughts are on this topic, because I really want to know what you think. Give me your comments, give me your opinions, because that helps feed me, and I grow in my mind, and I learn new things to make videos on, or it gives me food for thought. I can learn from your experience also. So this is Rick, signing off, you guys, and I'll see you next go around. See you soon.